落とし穴。こちらですよね。And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies.
Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
And that's all we got. Legally, we do not own the rights to this music. So yeah. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies. This is Leroy.
Oh,
AKA,
shit.
yeah, we're jumping into it. We're just going into it. AKA Half God, Half Zilla. With my co-host.
This is Eli, aka Wookiee Hairdresser.
There you go. And if you're wondering, yes, I've done that before. So yeah, we're back with the episode, but you're gonna jump into it. So yeah, if you see, oh, hold up. And like I said, I'm here, Eli's here. Shout out to the AI. They're extra money. Give them money. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Just saying. Yeah, because like I said, if nobody else, they're gonna show up for it. And plus, that technically counts as engagement, Eli. That's why I leave them up there. Yeah, but yeah, we're back with the episode. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff we got to jump into. First thing, yes, you see the banner. We're gonna talk about Godzilla. And yes, just to give you a heads up, the biggest Godzilla fan on the planet didn't see it, and the guy that watched his first Godzilla Japanese movie for the first time saw it. So you're gonna get that review.
You've never seen a Godzilla movie?
Not the Japanese version. I may have saw one with my uncle like back when I was 10, and I think he was like fighting that giant Mega Man robot thing. I kind of barely remember him. There was a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that counts.
So you're a Godzilla rookie.
I'm a casual. I'm going to ask the casuals. Yeah. So basically, how the review is going to go, like whatever. Turn it down. So whatever I don't know, Eli will fill in the blanks. Well, actually, he'll be AKA Eli today. So yeah.
And you can tell me to shut the fuck up. No one cares. Shut the fuck up. I want to talk about the X-Men instead. No.
All right. So, but before we get into it, Eli, we got to bring back the class. We got to bring back the box office numbers.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it was an interesting slam bam week. So we're going to go into it. Let me see. We got the box office results. So give it to me, Eli. What was the number one movie of the week?
I really don't know. I know. I mean, and I know it couldn't have been Godzilla because that's like on a limited run. So
was it Godzilla? And you probably won't guess what the number one movie was. So
yeah.
I'll tell you. It was Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. So Beyonce had the number one movie in this week. Yeah.
Okay. So like concert films are back. We had Taylor Swift. Now we got Beyonce.
Taylor Swift and Beyonce. So
yeah.
Shout out. Congratulations to Beyonce, Mother of Dragons. You know. So yeah. I don't want to get into it because I know the Beehive's going to come after us if we say anything about Beyonce. So yeah, definitely come after Eli. So my thing is this, Eli, did she bleach herself or something like that? See, this thing, anytime black people get big, they start bleaching themselves like Michael Jackson, Beyonce. Now, am I next if we ever get big, Eli? Am I gonna have Trevor?
What kind of audience you trying to?
Am I gonna have a blonde wig and no surgery or some shit? What's gonna happen?
I will too. I'll go blonde and shit.
That's how you know we've gotten big.
Yeah.
But we look like the Fox News anchor or some shit. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's jump into this movie. Like I said, I saw a movie this weekend, and the thing was, what I was going to do, because like I said, Eli is the biggest Gojira fan on the planet. So I was like, it doesn't feel right.
On this show.
No. On this planet. On the planet. You are the biggest Gojira fan on the planet. So that's why we would say I feel like I should wait for Eli to watch the movie so we can talk about it. But here's my initial plan. I was going to watch it, and then after I watch it, like wait a week, and then that way we can talk about it together and be like, what is this shit? What is this? I don't know what is what, But after
dedicate a whole show to it.
And dedicate a whole show
See, I would totally be down for that, but I don't think this is like Spider-Man or the Avengers, where you know what I mean. Like we did like the Batman show, where it was like all we talked about was like the movie,
like from beginning to end, and that's it.
Yeah, I think the Godzilla fandom is sort of niche and sort of.
So it might not be like, why are they talking about Godzilla for an hour and a half? Like, why?
Yeah. There are podcasts out there that just talk Godzilla.
I don't know if that's within our wheelhouse, anything like that. So that's why.
Yeah.
So that was the initial plan, to wait. You get your bear that way we can talk about it together. But here's the thing, Eli. After watching this movie, I can't wait. I got to talk about it.
Okay.
I got to talk about it. You seen the reviews. You seen the 98s and the 100s and all this shit like that.
Yep. I've been hearing very good things about it.
Yeah. Eli, believe the hype.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to just.
I mean, even on the sites, like even on the fan sites. I mean, of course, the fan sites are like,
they're biased. Yeah, of course.
They're gonna say they like it.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be their favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, but even then, there's like a lot of they go back and forth. Oh well, this and that, and they tend to. But the consensus is this is like the best Godzilla movie of all time.
Well, here's the thing, Eli. I don't have a Godzilla tattoo on my back, so I'm not in that fan base. And I'm telling you, this is the best movie of 2023.
Okay,
I'm saying that right now.
That's a bold statement.
That's a bold statement. Yes, this is the best movie of 2023. I'll put against any movie you put it up against. This movie beats that movie.
Taylor Swift and Beyonce and
Beyonce, Bow Down, Godzilla, King of Monsters is here. Even though in the box office both of them kicked his ass, but that's neither here nor there. Just want to get into it now. Here's the thing, Eli. Because do you know anything about this movie? Have you heard anything about it? Like plot?
I mean, I heard it's like it's supposed to be a direct sequel to the original 1954 movie.
Not really. It's actually really a reboot.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I heard it's something like that. Yeah.
That's why you can go into this movie and not know shit about Godzilla. Like you worried about, well, how does this tie into King Kong and how does this tie into all that shit? And it doesn't tie into anything. It's a reboot. It's from the beginning. Fresh. You can walk this movie not know shit about Godzilla, and this is your introduction right here, and you can walk to it and you'll be completely fine with it. And here's the thing, like I was saying, like what movies should you watch before you watch this movie? Should I watch Godzilla 2024? Should I watch the Matthew Broderick Godzilla? No, the movie you need to watch.
No, don't watch that movie.
Right. But Eli, the movie you need to watch before you watch this movie, and this might be where you might turn off from me. The movie you need to watch before you watch this Godzilla movie is Oppenheimer.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, it's like they're almost two sides of the coin. I'm gonna tell you why and I gotta tell you the plot of what's going on in this movie, because that's what.
Well, like Godzilla fan, but when Oppenheimer came out this past summer, they're actually saying that. Now let's watch Godzilla after Oppenheimer.
Yes, they're like two sides of the coin. I'm gonna tell you why, because you watch Oppenheimer. Like I said, this guy is tortured because of the hell he unleashed on Japan. But the main criticism about that movie is that you never saw what happened to Japan. So he's just hearing this, but at the end of the day, he's not hearing it. So this movie almost shows what he did, his effect on them.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, it is a Godzilla movie, but it's really a historical drama character piece. That's what this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it. So it's really showing the effects of what Oppenheimer had on them. And Godzilla is almost like a metaphor or analogy for nuclear fallout and natural disasters and things like
war
and things like that. So he's an analogy, but he's like real time. And the thing is, they go out of their way to mimic like real life, and it's almost like if Godzilla was real. That's what this movie was like. Because remember that like we all know about Katrina. Now, remember in the 2000s when Japan got hit with that tsunami?
Yeah.
Now, I guarantee that tsunami fucked Japan up. Now, it almost felt like one of the scenes where Godzilla just ripped Japan apart. It almost felt like they were putting those scenes in it. They wanted you to invoke that imagery of it.
Well, that's what Shin Godzilla did in 2016, which was like another sort of reboot or requel, And that's a divisive movie amongst the fan base I thought it was really good. But yeah, that was very much a comment on how the government responds to, crises and,
And
things like
that's
that.
here and here also, but not to that level. Because here's the thing: what this movie does than almost any other monster movie does. And when I say any monster movie, I'm not just talking about Godzilla. I'm talking about Transformers. I'm talking about Ninja Turtles or whatever the fuck you want. Well, any monster movie you can think of where you like fuck the humans, get to the monsters, get to the monsters. No, you care about the humans in this.
Mm-hmm.
I cared about the plot of the humans. Like, it got to the point I cared so much about the humans in this movie that when Godzilla started fucking shit up, I was scared for them. Like, man, Godzilla, please don't eat this guy, man. This guy just got a promotion in his job. He just he just paid off his house. He's trying to, take his wife on vacation, because they're like, no, don't eat this guy, man. Eat those guys over there, because I care so much about the people, because they really drawn to you. Because the thing about this movie is that it's the main guy, I can't remember his name, Shikishimi, whatever his name. I'm fucking it up, but the point is, the main guy in the movie is a kamikaze pilot that lived through World War
no
II.
shit. No shit.
Yeah, but he lived through World War II. So if you're a kamikaze pilot that lived through World War II, that means you sucked at your job. So everybody treats him like shit.
That's fucked up, but okay.
That's what it is.
Oh man, okay.
So that's the thing. But the thing is, like, everybody treats him like shit because they were like, okay, we lost the war, and if you did what you could have did, maybe it could have gave us a chance to lose the war. But the thing was, when they even gave him the assignment, they was already losing the war. He would have died for nothing, But the thing is, because everybody treats him like shit, it gives him PTSD. So the whole time in this movie, he is suffering from PTSD. That's why he can't move on from it. So you're going through his plight, and anytime like Godzilla shows up, Godzilla will kill everybody but him. So he's like having survivor's guilt the entire time. That's why you feel for his plot. You're like, oh shit, So that's all I'm gonna tell you about the movie, but it goes a little bit deeper than that, and everything that's going on with him. So you really feel for not only just him, but everything going through him, his family, his friends, his job, because Japan got destroyed by Hiroshima, by World War II, and they're trying to rebuild the country. But every time you try to rebuild the country, Godzilla come in and start fucking shit up. And that's the thing I got to talk about Godzilla, because Godzilla is a asshole in this movie. This is the most ruthless, evil Godzilla I've ever seen in a movie. Like, how Godzilla sometimes just trample shit, just like if you're in the way, you get fucked up. No, he's deliberately going after buildings, fucking shit up.
Yeah,
like, fucking people. So he's destructive. Like, they got him so destructive in this movie. He's killing people just by not by stepping on them, because he's crushing the ground. That's how they have him, and he's killing people just by that. And man, Eli, the atomic blast, it will haunt you.
Oh, I've seen clips. Yeah,
it will haunt you. That shit fucked me up. Like, when I left the movie theater, like an hour after I still had like atomic blast in my head. Like, and that's the thing about this movie. Like any other Godzilla movie, it's fun. Watch Godzilla. Godzilla's fun. Fucking up shit. Fuck these people, stuff like that. So this movie has awesome Godzilla scenes. Godzilla's fucking up shit, destruction, everything like that. But the thing is, the movie lives in the wake of his destruction. So you feel it. It's like I was saying, like that tsunami attack and shit like that. You feel it. You feel what he did to the people. That's why you feel so bad when Godzilla shows up. When Godzilla shows back up, you start getting anxiety. This is a horror movie. Like, really, it's straight up as a horror movie. because every other movie you want Godzilla, yes, Godzilla's finally here. In this movie, I was getting anxiety when Godzilla showed. Like, no, Godzilla, please don't Godzilla, come on, man. That's what I was feeling when I was watching this movie. Man, Eli, I'll be honest with you, I almost cried twice in this movie.
Damn.
In a Godzilla movie. That's how powerful this movie was. Like that, and the thing is, like, the director of this movie was like directly, like, and you can tell his influence by certain movies. You can tell he was influenced by certain Spielberg movies. Of course, Jurassic Park. That's Jaws. There was move scenes like straight up ripped off from Jaws. You've seen in the trailers. I know you've seen the trailers. What's some other movies he ripped off? Towards the end, it kind of felt like Dunkirk when Japan was like, man, we had enough. Godzilla got to fucking go. Because the thing is, there is a political aspect in this movie also, because the thing is, Godzilla's fucking them up. Everybody knows Godzilla's fucking up Japan. The United States and the Soviet Union are refusing to help. Because remember, this is post World War II. So they want Godzilla to destabilize the country again so they can move in.
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah.
It's got all that shit going on right there. And the thing is, like, as far as like bureaucrats and government officials like that, there are no bureaucrats and government officials in this movie. It's all from the point of view of the citizens. Now, the citizens will talk about what the government is doing, how the government is fucking them up, but it's all about their point of view, what the people are doing, how the people are trying to rebuild Japan. Like I said, this is damn near historical drama. They just threw Godzilla in it because they really want Godzilla to feel like a force of nature, like a hurricane, tornado, things like that. And like try to rebuild, they get fucked up. Try to rebuild, they get fucked up. You know, this is not trying to humanize Godzilla in no way, shape, or form. He is a monster. He is a demon. He is evil in this movie. He just is. So,
and that's pretty much the original Godzilla movie. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Where it was just pretty much them, a reflection of war. Godzilla represent war and the horrors of weapons of mass destruction. And that's, you know, because I remember, I've been a Godzilla fan since I was a kid. But my first experience with Godzilla, he was a good guy. You know,
and that's the thing. Same with me. Like, say, he was fighting Ultraman, and you know, shit like that. So.
Yeah, he. I mean, in the late Showa era, 60s and 70s, Godzilla was basically marketed towards children, and I was into him. You know, I watched the movies with my cousins and friends. There was the cartoon in the 80s.
Godzilla.
You know, I had the Shogun Warrior Godzilla toy. I loved that fucking thing. You know, so. I would watch Godzilla movies all the time, and I loved it, you know? But then one day, the original Godzilla black and white came on TV. And of course, I'm like, ooh, sweet, a Godzilla movie. I run in, and it's a black and white. I'd never seen it before. But I remember it kind of fucked me up because, like, holy shit, Godzilla's an asshole. Like, this ain't the good guy, you know? And I was like, damn, this is kind of fucked up, even as a little kid, you know? And you go back and watch, like, the original Gojira from the 54, it is a very haunting and somber and kind of a sad movie, you know? So yeah, and it sounds like this is very much in that, has that vibe, has that tone.
They even like has some scenes. I think, like I said, it's not a remake or reboot, but there are some scenes that they did rip from the original Godzilla movie. But you know, they threw money and budgeting behind it, so it's like it's different now. So so that's definitely what it did. I can't tell you too much about the movie. Like I said, it was a roller coaster ride. Just watching Godzilla, like it really like spoiled me from the American version of Godzilla.
Oh yeah. I keep saying that. Like when King of Monsters came out in 2019 or whatever, I was like, man, can America stop making Godzilla movies, please?
I actually dug up your old post and saw that.
You know, I mean, I mean, that this legacy verse or whatever that's on, it's fine. It's campy and a lot of fun, but it's like, I would much prefer, you know, watching a dude running around in a suit, you know,
right?
You know,
it's just, I mean, it really spoiled. And that's what saying. It not only spoiled me from Legacy movie, it spoiled me from any other movie this year. I'm just like, why the you know how we were like RRR, we watched RRR, and we were like, why the fuck Hollywood isn't making movies like this?
Oh yeah,
This is what this did for me. This like, why the fuck is Hollywood making movies like this? Because Godzilla looked fucking scary in this movie, man. He looked more realistic than anything else they did. The action scenes were well played. Like each action scene topped the next action scene, to top the next action scene, and the last action scene, it was like. I can't talk. I gotta wait for you to watch because I can't talk about it.
Well, I did see a clip where those guys, there's like a wooden boat with a bunch of like, they're looking for mines or something.
Man,
and they're like, they're trying to fight Godzilla and shit with mines and shit. That looked pretty fun.
That scene had me on the edge of my seat. It was like, no, they're not gonna fight Godzilla in a wooden boat. They're not gonna do that. and the thing is, they looking at a warship that Godzilla just ragdoll like a big battalion. And they're like, how the fuck we gonna fight Godzilla? Because the Japanese government sent them out there.
Yeah.
And that's what was so fucked up about it. I was like, I can't talk about it, man. But man,
it did sort of give me like Jaws vibes, you know, the third act of Jaws.
It was very much Jaws.
Yeah. Which is another movie about how the government responds to a crisis. how they fail to. Yeah,
it's not even trying to pretend like it was. It was definitely much. It almost felt like a Spielberg and Christopher Nolan movie. if they made Godzilla. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Which is a weird comparison, but that's what it felt like. So I'm trying to think what else can I talk about this movie. Like I said, I took notes. What else I got in my notes? Oh, just go see it. That's all I got to see. Go see it. Best movie of the year. You can put up against anything. Whatever my top 10 list is going to be, this is number one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm sure if I saw it,
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if I'd seen it, there'd be like a 15-minute spiel on all the Easter eggs I noticed. But
and that's the thing. Like, if there were Easter eggs, I don't know, because there is no other monsters in here pop up and anything like it. It's just Godzilla. That is it. So nobody else shows up.
yeah,
I don't even think
Mothra or King Ghidorah or whatever.
None of that. They don't say, "Oh, they find some of the monsters over here," or no, just Godzilla. That's it. He shows up, beats the shit out of people, leaves. That's it. so because the thing, like I said, is really about the people. That's I gotta say, the movie is completely in Japanese. There are no dubs.
Yeah,
it's in subtitles. Like that. So that's the only knock. If there was a knock in the movie, there's no knock. Not the fact that it's in subtitles like that. Just the fact that you ever watch a Japanese movie and they act, and sometimes they're a little bit overacting.
Yeah,
like the anime.
Like anime, like when you watch it. Yeah. Watching an English version of anime, yeah.
Yes, that's what you can tell. Okay, they're overacting a little bit. They're really trying to sell. That's the only thing I can knock about it,
but even though I'm used to that by now, because I'm for those who don't know, on Pluto, the app Pluto, there is a Godzilla channel where it's 24/7 Godzilla movies. So, and they are in Japanese. Most of them are the Japanese.
And the thing is, in those movies, you can handle the corniness and the overaction like that. But remember, this is trying to be a serious character piece drama. So they got to sell you on this shit. So when it goes a little bit over the top, I'm just like, okay, dial it back a little bit, just a little bit, But overall, I'll be honest with you, Eli. This movie should be nominated for Best Picture.
Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I mean, you're not that you need to sell me on this, but I was sold a year ago when I first saw the clips, and I'm like, no shit, a Toho Godzilla movie. Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, like I said, I know I'm not trying to say good, but I'm just whoever else listens to it. I'm trying to say, like I said, this movie is Best Movie 2023. Needs to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. I'm pretty sure it will be. If it don't, you're gonna see a lot of people say it got snubbed. Like, what the fuck y'all didn't nominate Godzilla for? And it's gonna be weird if you see Godzilla get nominated for Best Picture.
Scorsese's getting shit on once again.
Right? Because a giant monster movie. No, but that's the thing. Honestly, if Scorsese watched this movie, I think he'd like it.
He probably would.
This is cinema. This is cinema.
Yeah.
Real cinema right here. See, Gomer thought I was joking the other day when I made the post, like, this is cinema. No, I wasn't joking when I put this shit up there. Oh, what else I was trying to say about this?
Well, the trailers that I've watched the trailer a shit ton of times. I've seen so many clips. I follow Godzilla shit on Instagram, and like I've seen, it looks like I can tell just by the trailer on my phone that this is like huge, like an epic, and so yeah. I know. I want to see it. I try to see Godzilla movies in the theaters whenever I can. I don't know if you remember 1985, Godzilla 1985. Mm-hmm. I was like, hell yeah, I want to see that. And yeah, it was my first Godzilla movie I saw in the theater back in 1985. I saw Godzilla 2000 at a midnight screening at the Mall of America. Like, yeah. So, and of course I watched all the legacy movies in the theater, because I was like, hey, because I like I said, I grew up, I only saw them on TV as a kid. So yeah, I'm gonna run it. If I have a chance to see a Godzilla movie in the theater, I'm gonna go do it. And of course, I saw the Matthew Broderick one, but that was a pile of shit. So.
That was a piece of shit. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something else, Eli. I'm going back to see it.
Well, cool.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I couldn't get tickets to IMAX. You know why?
Sold out.
Because Beyonce was taking up the theater.
Oh shit.
so they said I had to come back like next week, to get the IMAX ticket. So I gotta watch it. Another thing, the soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack. Eli, I can talk so much about this movie. Like, if you watch the movie, we really would have done an hour on this movie because the soundtrack is awesome. They were doing the old 1950s Godzilla, but they remixed it, and the way they did it like I said, it was terrifying. And the sound mixing of it, just like Godzilla, like. That's all I can say.
Akira Ifukube, is that the guy?
Yeah.
Who did
The guy that's what I was going to talk about. The guy that directed this movie. Hollywood is going to be knocking down his door after they see this movie. They're going to have to. And you know what the funny thing about it? He said he got into movies by watching Star Wars, and he said he's just waiting for him to call him. What the fuck are y'all doing? What are you? Do y'all not like money, Disney?
Give him a Star Wars movie. Give him a Marvel movie.
Give him a Star Wars movie. Give him a Marvel movie. I want to see Godzilla with a lightsaber. Yes, let's go.
Well, in the comics, they had. They mentioned a Rancor with a lightsaber,
right?
Which I want to see.
The fact that he said that, man, they should have just stopped everything. No, get this guy over here right now. Listen, and there's a room. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, and another thing about this movie, the budget of this movie. Now, there's a number floating around. They saying they made this movie for $15 million. Now, I don't believe that, but they saying even on the high end, it was like $35 million. So they probably, let's say they made this movie for $35 million. What the fuck is Hollywood doing?
They're paying actors.
Movie was $300 million.
They're paying paying Robert Downey Jr. and they're paying all these fucking asshole actors $20 million.
But Robert Downey Jr. ain't even in these movies anymore. They pay Miss Marvel that much money. They're gonna say like, really, what are y'all doing? Like they made this movie for $35 million, $50 million, whatever you want to call it. Meanwhile, you got the Flash over here for $300 million, and that shitty ass Nick Cage CGI on there. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like Hollywood get your ass whooped after watching this movie. That like I want to get a roll up newspaper, smack Hollywood in the back of the head. That's how you make a fucking movie. That's what I want to do.
No, I want to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to see it like out here. I'm out in the country. But I do want to see it. Like I'm halfway tempted to go find an online version of it, but then like, do I want to really see it that first?
Right,
but
you want to experience it?
I want to see. No, I want to see it. I want to see it in the theater.
Right.
But yeah.
All right. So that's all I got. Yeah. So now I'm gonna slap a score on it. Now here's the thing. Like I said, my score is 4.5 out of 5. I know I talked all this shit. The reason I got to do 0.5 because, like I said, because it doesn't have a dub and it is a little bit too much overacting. And there's another thing that I can't talk about because I want to spoil it. There's another thing that was like, I don't know. That's it. Other than that, yes.
Well, 4.5 is a solid score.
Yeah, it's a solid score. Because, I mean, coming out of it, I was like, damn, do I want to give it a 5? What's stopping me from giving it a 5? That's why I got to say 4.5 out of 5. However, if anybody...
Not going to give it an 8 out of 5?
Nothing like that. 6.7 out of 5. But if anybody else gives it a 5 out of 5, I have no problem with that. Honestly, don't. So, that's just... No,
like I said, I've been seeing... I follow a lot of Godzilla fan sites. People are bringing their kids. They're like, there's cosplaying at there. Some chick was like in a Godzilla mask, in the theater.
She's all out and shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it looks fun. And I can't wait to see it. Like, I'm stoked. I've been stoked since they announced it.
Okay.
So.
Yes, sir. That being said, can you talk about the Godzilla versus Kong trailer?
Oh, the new Empire or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Why
is he pink?
He's I don't know. It's some upgraded atomic blast he's got.
You know the YouTubers have already gotten a hold of this picture. Like he's woke. That's an agenda.
It's gay Godzilla.
Gay Godzilla. Gayzilla.
Oh shit! Well, now I really want to see it now.
He gonna fuck King Kong? What he gonna do?
Instead of his fucking, he's gonna be like, "Hey." But
oh man, I don't know.
But no, I saw this trailer. It's again the Legacy verse, and that whole it's campy. I mean, the Legacy verse is very campy. I can't complain because a lot of the Japanese Godzilla movies are campy. They deal with outer space and aliens and time travel and ghosts. This is a Godzilla movie where Godzilla is possessed by dead soldiers. So I can't complain about the the Earth or the center of the Earth shit from the last movie.
Yeah,
where the hidden
last
Earth.
scene of this trailer have Godzilla and King Kong run to the camera like Batman and Robin. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah, they're running. See Godzilla's jelly rolls all bouncing and shit.
right. Slow down, King Kong. Shit.
Yeah, Godzilla's fucking boobs are all flopping around. Like,
Body
oh.
positive gay Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay, you checked 2 boxes already. So
Yeah. But the only thing that I noticed, other than Godzilla's new improved atomic blast, is there's like a red chimp, like a giant or like an orangutan Kong.
oh man,
Who
like
seems
the
to be like a
Godzilla
bad
version of
guy.
King Kong. Oh, that's the bad guy. Okay, I thought it was
He's
like
he's
King
gonna be
Kong
like a
outside
bad
King
guy.
Kong. Okay.
So it looks like Godzilla and Kong are gonna like team up and go kick the orangutan Kong's ass. That's what it looks like.
Cool. Like I said,
yeah.
they're just WWE SmackDown movies at this point.
Yeah.
It's like,
And they're all, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of these movies, but I did see that was like the movie I saw in IMAX during COVID. I went and saw Kong and Godzilla, even though it was on HBO. I went and saw Kong.
HBO, but
I went to I was the only one in the theater in IMAX until some asshole walked in halfway through. But but I had the whole IMAX theater to myself watching Kong and Godzilla because, like I said, I will, if I get a chance to see a Godzilla movie in the theater, I will. So, and I gotta admit, as kind of dumb and campy as that storyline is, those fight scenes are cool.
oh yeah,
when,
like I said, it's WWE SmackDown. That's what it was. So.
Yeah, Godzilla Kong versus Mechagodzilla, the crappy Transformers version of Mechagodzilla in that movie. That's cool. Like I like those fight scenes. So even shitty Godzilla movies are fun.
So Eli, I still feel bad about taking the Godzilla review. So I tell you what, to trade off, I'm gonna let you review Black Panther 3 whenever they make that, and I'm not gonna say anything. That way we can kind of like go back and forth. So I owe you that much. So
I feel honored, man.
You're gonna come out of the theater. It's a masterpiece, Leroy. It really captures the struggle of the black man.
Yeah.
All right.
Quoting Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and shit.
Right. You gonna come and eating bean pies and shit wearing a koozie.
Oh, shit.
Let's not forget canceled, okay? All right.
You said it, man. I said
I can say that. I can say that. All right. So what's the next thing on the list? Let's talk about The Boys.
Okay.
The Boys. Okay. So I said, Boys season 4 trailer came out. I didn't watch this either. Eli, did you watch this?
Yeah, you sent it to me, so I watched.
My fault. I need to start paying attention to the shit I send you. I just send shit and forget about it the second I do it. So yeah, I will say this. It does look interesting. And from what they're saying, for people that didn't watch it, you do have to watch Gen V before you watch season 4, because the end of Gen V basically sets up season 4. So if you don't watch it, you are going to be like, wait, what's going on?
Who the fuck is this?
Right.
No.
So,
I didn't watch Gen V, and maybe I should, but this looked cool. I mean, it's more the same. The Boys is basically, what if superheroes are assholes? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of political, social commentary going on. Mm-hmm. There's like clips of like that sort of, the image of, sort of January 6th sort of vibes going on, the divisive political atmosphere that we're in. It's very much tapping into that.
Boys always has his finger on the pulse.
Yeah, and Homelander, it looks like he's going to be an asshole again. He's continuing his asshole Superman, So
I'm just wondering, because we always know Homelander was an analog for Trump. We know that.
Yeah,
Trump's been out of office about 3 years now. I wonder, is that still going to hold up? Is going to sound outdated?
Yeah, but even in the comics, he is like just a shitty politician with superpowers.
Yeah, pretty much. So I guess that trope doesn't go out of style. So yeah. All right. I guess
I'll yeah. I mean, I The Boys is one of the coolest shows ever. So I'm watching it. Yeah. So
I don't know, because I know a lot of people criticize these other shows because they got these spinoffs. You got to watch these spinoffs for that's like that. Like I said, Gen V, it looks like it's going to be quite good. They say that plot is pretty much what you pick up right in there. So if you watch these four, you might get lost if you don't watch. That's all I'm saying. So,
All right.
So, all right. Nick, now we're gonna throw it to you, Eli. We're gonna throw it to you
Again.
You've been. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so because I guess it was on you. It's shit that I'm supposed to be talking about, but I gave it to you anyway. But this is actually yours right here.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about
shit.
this.
I can't even read. I'm on my phone. I can't even read that shit. What's that
My
say?
fault. I will read it to you. Okay.
Okay. The Dark Knight. Okay.
The Dark Knight. Okay. Because I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. So yeah.
So it came out online or on Twitter. There's a debate about the original cover to Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns comic. You know, that silhouette of Batman jumping through the air. And it's being like that blue or gold dress type of thing, where some people are saying he's facing he's facing away from the viewer, and some people are saying he's jumping towards the viewer. Now, I always thought he was jumping away from the viewer. But now that they said this, I can see how some people can see that he's jumping towards the viewer. So that's
Let's
it.
clarify because it was confusing what they were saying. They were saying he's facing front. Okay, so are you saying Batman is facing left or right?
He's facing away from we're seeing his back. That's how I always interpreted it.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. Because that was so confused about. I would say, yeah, I thought he was his back. Yeah, that's what I always thought.
Well, some people saying you can see his face, like he's facing us. He's coming. You can see his face, you can see his face, but he's facing the viewer.
Okay, here's my thing. Did Frank Miller say this, or just some dude on Twitter?
I think Frank Miller said he meant it to be facing rear, but it can be interpreted both ways.
Now I know this isn't the number one proof, anything like that, but let's talk about Batman v Superman. Okay. I don't have the picture, but this scene was referenced in Batman v Superman, like when Ben Affleck goes against the wall and shit like that and grabs up. Now he's facing away. He's facing his back is to this. So I figured that's how it was interpreted. So I don't know.
Yeah. That's how but there's people on Twitter. I've read that comic in 86, and I always thought he's facing the viewer. I'm like, really? Because I read it back then too, and I thought it was
honestly that never even crossed my mind. But
I'm like, okay, all right. So yeah, that's all it is. It's just that red or no, the blue and gold dress thing.
Okay, cool. That was more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be like, well, okay. So now that you said it, I can't unsee it. So, all right. So,
yeah,
cool. All right. So now we're going to move to the Vidja Game section. I don't even know what I got here. Let's just go here. Let's talk about this one. Okay, we're going to talk about Rockstar Games. People don't know that for the uninitiated. Okay, so Rockstar Games, for those who don't know, the maker of Grand Theft Auto, had made an announcement that on Tuesday they're dropping a trailer. But for what? We don't know. Of course, the internet's going crazy. The internet is suspecting that Tuesday we're going to get the first trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6. I was thinking. But what if they're trolling us? What if it's like the Nintendo Switch version of Grand Theft Auto 5 or the iPhone version of Grand Theft Auto 5 or some shit like that? And they're just laughing at us just like that. But if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, that's going to be the PlayStation 5, Xbox One seller right there. Like anybody that don't have one, they got to go out and get one just for that. Hell, I might need to upgrade my PC. My PC might not be able to handle it. So we're going to see how it goes. So I'm excited. Grand Theft Auto 5, like one of the great best-selling games of all time. I'm going to take it like this. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5. Like I said, the game came out, 2013? So it's like over 10 years old. I bought it on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and PC.
Okay.
And it's 4 times. I think, did I buy anywhere else?
That game pissed me off because my kid got it and then he didn't have enough memory on his fucking Xbox. So he grabbed my hard drive and wiped it clean.
Was something on the hard drive?
Yes. It was like my work hard drive.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought
a lot
you had
of
like
shit got
this
erased.
master album that was on there. Like I could have, I would have went like triple platinum.
Well, I used to do video work, like freelance, like video production shit. And I had a lot of like video files on there that are like gone and shit. Like I was so pissed. I've been pretty much like, fuck Grand Theft Auto 5 since then.
You should get triggered. So Tuesday, you're just gonna get triggered.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh man! All right.
You mean I buy this disc and it's the game ain't on it?
Oh man! But yeah, now I got to play it again. Now I got to play Grand Theft Auto again. So yeah, I'm gonna. Matter of fact, I'm streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 this week. I don't know when, but I will do it. So yeah.
I never did missions either. I just like doing grimy shit. You know, I was like, see how many fucking stars.
I love the single player.
Yeah.
Nobody ever plays single player Grand Theft Auto, but I love it. Oh no.
Yeah, I used to like three and San Andreas was like, you know, I used to do the missions and
you
shit.
Just reminded me of something else, but before we get to that, what else I'm gonna say? I got too many thoughts in my head. What am I thinking of? Oh, I play Grand Theft Auto 5 so much I memorized the city. I don't need the map. I know where to turn. I know to go this street, that street. How they love to go. Also on Grand Theft Auto 5, what is that? It's a game. Okay, so if you go to the strip club, no matter how many stars you get, it's like a cheat code. It's like a cheat code. When you go to the strip club, no matter how many stars you get, how many police coming after you, or even like people that you know coming after you, you go to the strip club, they can't shoot you. Period. It's like, what was that? Like it's the Continental. That's what it is. It's the Continental.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No violence on grounds. Yeah.
No violence in the strip club. You can't shoot. And now if you do shoot in the strip club, that's your ass. You persona non grata. But yeah. So if you go in the strip club, I was shooting out with a guy online in Grand Theft Auto, and I was right by the strip club. That I went to the strip club, and he came in after me, and we couldn't go anywhere. We was like, okay, who's gonna leave first? Who's gonna leave first? And then we left and we started shooting each other again. So yeah, that's it. So, but I'm glad you brought that up because another thing coming out. Okay, so you said your favorite Grand Theft Auto's Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City and all stuff like that.
Vice City was fun too, just because of the soundtrack. But no, San Andreas was fun.
San Andreas. Okay, I got news for you. Those three games are coming to Netflix.
I heard something about that. Like Netflix got games now and shit.
Yeah, Netflix got games. I have no idea what that is about. I will play them. I will figure out what's going on with that just to see. But yeah, I will play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on Netflix, and I will report back to you and let you know how it goes. So whenever that comes out, what's the next thing I was going to talk about? Oh, okay. I think I hear myself. Okay, we're gonna talk about. I think I'm echoing. There we go. Okay, we're gonna talk about Halo.
Okay.
Season 2, Halo Season 2 coming out. Now, I do want to talk about Halo Season 1 because Halo Season 1, if you haven't seen Halo Season 1, it's free on YouTube right now. Matter of fact, I will post a link of the entire season.
Oh, you're talking about the show?
The show, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what.
We're talking about video games.
No,
well, I guess it's a video game.
I know we're in the video game section, but I'm talking about the show that was on Paramount Plus. So it's on YouTube right now for free. I will post a link. You can watch it. And they just announced Season 2. Season 2 is coming out on February. So, yeah, like I said, my main issue with the Halo show was they showed his face. You're not supposed to see Master Chief's face. So, just a quick review of Halo. Like I said, I talked about it before. Halo is the show I loved and hated more than any other show ever because I felt like watching this show, being a fan of the show was like being a bad housewife. I know I should joke about that, but I just do because the first 3 episodes, they just kept doing stupid shit and just like, I don't give a fuck about Halo. Just, and then the 4th episode, they gave you the shit you want, or like halfway through the 1st episode, gave you shit you want, like apologizing for you, like bringing flowers to you. Like, no, we're going to do better. We're going to do right. So you stick it out for a little bit longer, and then they shit on you some more, and then they give you some good shit towards the end. It's just like, why are you doing this to me, show? So, and then it's the 2nd season they got because it looked like they adapted the Fall of Reach, which is a classic story in Halo. So I want to see how it goes. So that's all I got.
Sounds like Netflix Punisher.
I thought you hated Punisher all the way through, so you did like some.
I did. No, I did hate that all the way through.
Okay, I thought it was like some redeeming quality, so it was just all the good. Now come on, that 3rd episode with the drone scene, that was pretty cool.
I don't even remember.
Oh damn, that was awesome. Steve. If there was nothing else, anything that was awesome. Steve. Anyway, okay, all right. That being said, we move on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
Okay, like I said, it's comic book bullies. We're talking about comic books. We're going to it. Eli, you go first. What you got for me? Let's see what you
got. Well, I guess I'll do this Wolverine versus Predator.
Okay.
Number 3.
Nothing else. That cover looks great.
Oh yeah, the art is great. This has been fun. It doesn't deserve to be as good as it is. You think it's just some dumb, stupid, campy storyline, but it actually goes pretty hard and gives fans of these characters what they want. You know, Wolverine has always been an edgy character, and Predator brings the violence and gore, and you get that in this series. So basically, Wolverine, it's basically chronicling Wolverine's life and all the times that he's faced a predator. So it turns out he's been facing predators since the 1800s. And we're going through his life as he remembers. Of course, sometimes he can't remember the predator because his mind's been wiped so many times, the Weapon X program, blah, 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 blah. So he doesn't remember this ever fighting this creature. But he's in the middle of a fight, and all the memories are coming back as he's fighting. And each issue, he is highlighting a past fight with the predator. You know, he was in the 1800s, killing natives and shit, where the predator was killing natives. Then we went to Task Force, or what is it, the Marauders or whatever he was on with all the mutants and shit.
Team X or whatever.
Yeah, Team X and shit. And then this issue, he's in the Weapon X program. So the Predator goes to the Weapon X facility. He finds Wolverine being experimented on. He's like, hey, this thing's got a metal skeleton. It's got adamantium on his bones. So it's like, this is going to be the best trophy ever, because the Predator's a hunter. He wants trophies. So he takes Wolverine out of the Weapon X facility, brings him back to his ship, and he's taken off, And but then jets, the military sees the Predator taking off, and there's a big old dogfight, in the sky before the Predator takes off into space. Of course, Wolverine wakes up on the Predator ship, claws his way out, and jumps out of the ship and falls back to Earth. So he does that shit that Batman did in the Sadarsky, where he fell from space.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, at least it makes sense for Wolverine to do it. So
yeah, but of course, Wolverine burns up. Like he's like but bones by the time he gets back to Earth.
Bitch, Batman didn't burn up on that shit.
Yeah, yeah, he should have had some drawers, some fireproof drawers on. But and then it goes to Japan. And he's back when he was in Japan, and he had to fight a predator in Japan. So that's like to be continued. So yeah, this is, like I said, it's just dumb, stupid fun. Predator fighting Wolverine. And it doesn't skimp on the gore. So yeah, 4 out of 5.
Nice. Okay. All right. So first book I'm going to do. Let me see if I can read it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this book out. You know that gang war shit has started. So
yes, I did. I actually did. I did read this.
You didn't know what I just posted. So yeah. Yeah. So the Luke Cage thing. There's actually like a whole bunch of gang war shit. Miles Morales. I'm not reading all that shit. I'm just like,
I read one of the preludes, like one of the Spider-Man.
They got a gang war, like alpha or some shit out right now. So
yeah, I couldn't get into it, and then I gave this a whirl just because it was Luke Cage, and
I was like, if I'm gonna read one of these, I read Luke Cage. I'm not gonna read this whole.
So I will let you review it.
Let me well, appreciate you. So let's see. Hold on. Back anyway. Okay. So like I said, this is Game War number 1. This is the big crossover event that Marvel has going on right now. All I know is that it's a game war. That's all we know. That's all we need to know. What else do we need to know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and there's some things you need to know about it. Luke Cage is mayor of New York now, for people that don't know that. So yeah, that's been the storyline of it. Marvel, they did this shit like 2 years ago, and Marvel has done nothing with it until now. So yeah.
Kind of why I started reading this. Like
yeah. All right. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. All right. So the book starts off with the Luke Cage having a press conference because for those that don't know, like I said, Luke Cage is the mayor of New York because he beat Wilson Fisk in a runoff to be the mayor of New York. Because the Kingpin was the mayor before then. But right before the Kingpin lost the election, he put in a law that all superheroes are banned in New York. That was the law. Unless the ones that are government, certified, which were all like the bad guys that he was cool with, like Dr. Octopus and Taskmaster and shit like that, the people he wanted on there. But so basically, and the thing is about their storyline, as far as like there's no heroes in New York, they basically pay attention to their storyline whenever they feel like it. They ignore it, and they're like Like there's still all kind of heroes running around in New York and they don't care about it until it becomes a problem. Then they have a problem with it. So I don't get this storyline, but now it's an issue. That's the issue. So crime is up, gang wars all out of control and shit like that. And Luke Cage can't do anything about it because it's all superheroes banned or outlawed. Only outlaw superheroes are running around. And basically you got the cops running around trying to fight like Scorpion and Rhino and shit like that, you know. So that's the big problem going on right now. So he's trying to find out a way around this. And he decides to sneak out. He like, I can't deal with this right now. The city's in trouble. So he tries to sneak out. He tells his security detail, I'm taking a piss. But he really jumps out the second roof and lands and sneaks out the back. And goes talk to his buddy, Danny Rand. Not the Iron Fist, former Iron Fist. He wants to let him know he's still a black belt, but now some Asian guy's black fist. Not black fist. Iron Fist. So he's that guy. And he basically gives him an idea. Why don't you just start back the Heroes for Hire? He's like, I should do that. So that's when they see on the news that there's some cops getting with some other high-tech, they do high-tech weaponry and nobody's on the scene. So Luke Cage goes out there and takes care of himself, takes a cab, goes over there, sees these guys shooting at him. He jumps in the way, tells the cops to give him a situation what's going on. And when he gets there, the guys shoot at him and he feels the bullets. He's like, wait a minute, why am I feeling the bullets? I shouldn't be feeling that. So right before he gets ready to kick their ass, the police tell him you can't jump in because of the superhuman law. You can't jump in. He's like, oh shit. And even though Luke Cage is the mayor, he can't repeal the law because the people put that law in effect. So he can't repeal the law. So that's happened. So he decides to, okay, maybe there's another way around it. So he decides to go visit some doctor. He goes visit some doctor named, what's the guy's name? Hamilton or some shit. Hanson, Hamilton, I don't know, Hanson, whatever. The guy tells him that these are adamantium bullets, that's why you felt them. And there's only one person in here that will make adamantium bullets that will sell them on the streets, and that is Alistair Smythe. And for those that know your Spider-Man lore, Alistair Smythe is the creator of the Spider Slayers, the evil robots that try to kill Spider-Man back in the 80s. So he goes, so they track him down. They realize that there's a huge power surge in some part of the city. And Luke Cage goes there because before he can go there, he has to basically get a new suit. He's got to wear a mask. He got a suit. And he goes to this old lady, Estelle, who's going to make him a suit. And she said, well, you going to make me a suit. What's the Wi-Fi password? Got to knock out some budget. Oh, my Wi-Fi password is re-elect Fisk in 2026. She's like, well, thanks. So while she go makes a suit, and that's Luke Cage's new suit. Ugly as shit, but hey, it's what it is. So he's looks in the suit, decides to go to the place where the Hunts Point in the Bronx, goes to see what's going on, and he sees a bunch of soldiers down there rushing at him, and they have no fear on them. And apparently, because the reason they have no fear because they're being robot controlled by Alistair Smythe. He has completely brainwashed all these guys right there, and they might even be robots. I don't know if they're robot zombies, whatever like that. The point is, Spider Slayer is controlling them. So yeah. So that's when Luke Cage starts to recruit. He like, okay, I need to bring back the Heroes for Hire. So he brings back Cloak and Dagger. Why? Because they're in Hell's Kitchen. He recruits them, tells them we need to clean up the city, and to be continued. Yeah, that's the story. So yeah, give us some money shot. Yeah. So this is part one. Hopefully it'll get better. Now there's another reason I got this story also because. Yeah, there we go. Nerves, I got this story, and I guess I get out this shit. Whatever. It was cool. It was all right. Rodney Barnes wrote this. That's not the reason I got this. I know Rodney Barnes. No, Eli, what did Rodney Barnes write? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think he write some movies and shit. Now, why are you asking me?
Because I don't know. I'm saying I really don't know. I know he wrote something that I should know, but I don't know.
I thought he was like a filmmaker or something.
He is a filmmaker, but he wrote a book that you wouldn't stop talking about on here, but I can't remember what the book was. I don't know if it was Philadelphia. I don't know if it was that other one.
Oh, he wrote like that Winning Time. He was a writer on that.
Okay. I know
he wrote for Everybody Writes or Hates Chris.
Okay, but he wrote a comic. I know he wrote a comic.
He wrote he worked on Wu-Tang, the Wu-Tang show.
Okay.
He wrote a comic?
Yeah.
That
you review like every issue.
Did I?
Yes.
I'll look. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Like whatever it is, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that okay.
He,
But don't ask me what it
he
was. I
worked
just
on
remember.
Secret Empire. He worked on the Lando Calrissian book. Philadelphia.
That's it. That's the book. Philadelphia. I thought he did the other book.
I only read a few. I never stayed with Philadelphia though. He worked on the Boondocks.
Yeah, my fault. I thought he wrote the other book. It was another book that he
worked on the
Black
Runaways
Zombie-
TV show.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. So, what was that Black Zombie reconstruction book you read? Like,
Bitterroot. Did he work on that?
that's it. No, he didn't. That's what I thought he worked on. That's why I couldn't remember the name of it. So, my fault. Somebody else worked on that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But don't ask me who worked on that, so I don't know. Another thing I forgot to tell you. I think today is the last day of the Comixology app. I think it dies today.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, funny you should mention that. I went over to the Kindle app now.
Yeah,
and I'm can't fucking yeah. I'm still
because they got
figuring
every
it out.
fucking thing on there. It's like I just want this thing. I just want.
I just want comics. I just want comics, and I want like the new comics. You know,
right?
I'm still figuring it out. It's a pain in the ass.
So they're forcing us to go this route. So yeah. So rest in peace, Comixology. I guess we should have started the show with that. So
yeah.
All right. So what you got next?
I got this Titans Beast World #1.
Okay, I'm so glad you read this because I started to read this, and when I saw it was tied into all the other Titan shit, and I had to read, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're not reading the Titans, you probably won't really give a shit. But since I have been reading, I thought this was pretty awesome. This book was crazy. So the Church of Blood, they've been basically, they got these alien spores, and they're trying to take over everybody. Well, they've also been like trying to leave Earth. The Earth is becoming inhabitable for humans. We got to find another place. We found a moon off of Saturn on Titan, the moon off of Saturn, that we can, basically terraform for humans to go and live in peace and blah, 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 blah. And so they go there, and what they were really doing, it was all the alien. They were being controlled by aliens to unleash this big, giant, like Cthulhu elder god alien called the Necrostar that has taken over galaxies. And
isn't it just Starro? So it's not.
No. Starro had to fight it, had to team up with Starfire's race and help defeat this thing. Okay. Yeah, and had to help defeat this thing and imprison it. So it turns out that moon was a prison for this big giant alien thing, spore. There's like a spore, a giant alien spore that puts out spores and infects everybody. So the Justice League, everybody, they're like, what are we gonna do about this fucking this big giant alien spore coming to Earth? And Gar or Beast Boy's like, well, I got a plan. And he turns into Starro. He turns into a Starro.
He turns into Starro? Damn.
He turns into a Starro and starts multiplying like Starros do. And he's like, don't call me Starro, call me Garo. Bum, bum, bum.
Now, did he have to have some kind of power to do that? He just did it.
Him and Raven had to help him with his mind and shit and go, what she does, So he ends up defeating this fucking thing. He kicks this fucking Necrostar's ass, and right when we won, great, we won. But then some dude named Dr. Hate shows up and is like, oh, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing what we wanted you to do. And Amanda Waller says,
Dr.
thanks.
Hate. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Dr. Hate was in. He's a new guy. He popped
I didn't know.
Yeah. What did he?
I didn't know who he was. Yeah.
He's new. Like whatever the what he was in. He was in
Lazarus Planet or something.
No, it was after Lazarus Planet. Nightmare shit.
Oh, Nightmare. Okay. Night Terrors. Yeah, I didn't read that shit. Yeah.
He was in that.
Okay.
He was in the
he showed
last panel. Yeah, it was Amanda Waller in this.
He says Amanda Waller says hi or something. He tells.
Yeah, because Amanda Waller was like, she gave him the name. She was like, you're going to rain hell. I'm gonna give you the name Dr. Hate or some shit. So.
Yeah. So basically all those spores start infecting everybody and turns everybody into monsters. And that's what says to be continued. So crazy. This book was fucking nuts. Like, it was so fast paced. It reminded me of like that issue 1 of Null, or what was that called? The Null book. King in Black.
King in Black, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that issue 1. Like, god damn, they hit the ground running. Like, they're out the gates. They stormed out the gates. That's how this felt. Like, holy shit, this book was nuts. Like,
okay, you
So,
sold me on it. You sold me on
Yeah.
it. So.
yeah, this is pretty cool. And I looked at the checklist. It don't look that bad. It just goes to like January.
I got it. Hold on. Let me throw it up real quick.
Yeah, it don't look that bad. It ain't like Night Terrors that had like 1,000 tie-ins. And shit.
Memorial Wall and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
a
phone book,
in game or some shit. Yeah,
yeah, a phone book of tie-ins and shit. Yeah, see, that ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah,
because they're really saying it's like the event. You know, because they really trying to push Titans. So yeah, that's
yeah.
why they took
And
this
Tom
league off
Taylor.
the table and
Tom Taylor's writing this shit. So yeah, it's a 4 out of 5 for me. I'm on board.
Nice. Okay.
My
We
book
don't know
of the
how much
week.
longer
Fuck
he's gonna
it.
be in it if they give him Spider-Man. We don't know how much longer he's gonna be on this. So this might be
Oh
his
yeah,
magnum opus or whatever. You know.
yeah. And then Jason Aaron's coming over to DC. So yeah, they yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, everybody's switching over. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this was my book of the week. I thought this was pretty dope.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. This is why I say this book for last. Because I know. Okay. Let's talk about this book for a second. X-Men Blue Origins. X-Men Blue Origins 23. Eli, have you heard anything about this book? No? Okay. All right.
Huh?
Cool. Oh, yeah. I was talking
did
about,
I cut out?
Yeah, you did. By the way, I was going to ask you, have you heard anything about X-Men Blue Origins?
Is this about Nightcrawler's mom or whatever, whoever's that shit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Okay, you did. Okay. So let me ask you this, Eli. Are you a fan of retcons?
I don't give a shit about this at all.
Gotcha,
You know, I don't
okay.
care about the X-Men.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know because this book retcons a retcon.
I that's what I gathered. I gathered that I saw the X geeks like up in arms, and this is like Scream 7 for X-Men geeks.
Yeah, because I remember you also saying remember how we were saying, here we go, like you saying X-Men is a soap opera.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a telenova. So they take it one step past that.
So
Let's
it's in
go-
Spanish? No.
No, it's not. So let's get to it. Let's talk about it. X-Men
There's
Blue
big
Origins.
booty bitches? Sweet. No.
It's a telenova without the big booty bitches. So yeah. All
Damn
right,
it.
so, yeah. So basically, it gives a recap what happened at the Mutant Massacre Part 2. You know, where Professor X told Mystique to walk through the gates with everybody else, but since she didn't walk through the gates, her mind broke, fractured, whatever like that. She ran out of there, fell off a cliff, and then cracked her head open or some shit like that. And then we find out what happened to her later on. She stole an Orcus boat, jumped into it, and left. So yeah, that's what happened right now. So next time we see her, she's in New York City, crazy as fuck, out of her mind. Skip all that shit. Yeah, she kills that guy.
Is that Baby Night? Who is that? Is that Baby Nightcrawler? Who is that?
I don't know who this is. This is okay, so you got Batmite. It's like his version of Batmite.
So Nightcrawler might? Night might?
Yeah, because he's narrating, and sometimes Nightcrawler talks to him, and I don't know. I don't know what this thing is. Like I said, I'm not
Mr.
reading Nightcrawler.
Mixoplicnic or whatever.
Right, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's kind of what he's doing right now. So yeah.
Well, that thing's fucking adorable. It should be a thing.
Nightcrawler might or whatever like that. So yeah. So basically, Mystique is a homeless chick in Central Park, New York City. Keep yelling about, "I want my baby! I want my baby! I want my baby!" And Nightcrawler is Spider-Man. I don't know why he's Spider-Man. Honestly, I don't even care why he's Spider-Man. He's just Spider-Man. Let's just go with the story. Mystique's yelling for a baby. I want my baby. Where's my baby? And Nightcrawler's trying to tell her, your baby is safe. Your baby is right. Shut the fuck up, Spider Devil. I don't want to hear shit from you. And then, and that's what she's yelling. I'm gonna skip past it because basically what happens is, she's basically telling him that, look, I know about the history, Mystique. I know what happened to your baby. I know that you were married to this rich dude named Christian Wagner, who had a tons of money because that's what you did. You changed into whatever rich people and politicians and warlords want it, and you bled them dry for their money. That's what you wanted. That's what you think happened. That's why. And then I know that you cheated on Christian Wagner with some devil dude named Azazel, and I'm so glad that they put him in that X-Men movie First Class, because if they didn't, I would have not known how to say the guy's name because it's confusing. But yeah, Azazel is what his name is. So yeah, so she was married to Christian Wagner, cheated on him with Azazel, got pregnant, and Wagner found out. She killed Wagner and ran away, and that's it. Or so we think that's what happened. But what happens is that Nightcrawler has some kind of weird demon sword called the space sword, the Hope Sword. I don't know what it is. Don't care what it is. It's kind of like Wonder Woman's Last Sword Truth. So he hands her his Hope Sword. She touches it, and all of her mind finally breaks into what it really was the whole time. And apparently, Professor X wiped her mind years ago, and now she knows what really happened that she had forgotten about a long time ago. So now she tells Nightcrawler what really happened. No, everything you think happened didn't happen. So I was so that's Destiny. The young chick right there is Destiny. So apparently her and Destiny were in love, but the thing is their love is so strong that it's toxic and it's codependent. So they have to leave each other for a while. Otherwise, they'll kill each other. So they leave each other for a while. They go fuck other people, do whatever they want to. But the point is, whatever they do, they always go back to it. So yeah, so she married some rich dude, and yeah, and they got married. She married Christian Wagner, hired Destiny on as her housekeeper. The dude didn't care, like, you in charge of finance, do what the fuck you want to. So she hired Mystique, and while she's dancing and shit like that, they realized something going on with it, and she still had and the only reason she cheated on her husband with Azazel because Destiny told her to do it. So she slept with it only because Destiny said do it, you know. And yeah, so and then one day Destiny was just like, you know what, Mystique, I want to have a baby with you. Like, with me. Yeah, I want to have a baby with you. Like, nobody else, no outside, no surrogates, nothing like that. I want you to put a baby in me. I'm like, okay. And that's when Nightcrawler was just like, what? And she was like, come on, man. You could figure this out, what happened. So yes. So Mystique is not Nightcrawler's mother. Mystique is Nightcrawler's father. That's the plot twist. Dun, dun, dun. That's what's going on right now. So yeah. So, and the thing is, and she's like, how did you do that? She's like, because the thing is, you don't understand how my powers work. I am not just a shapeshifter. I can alter any genetic code of my body, hormones, genomes, Y chromosomes, whatever. I can do whatever I want to. The only limitation she has on the power is that she can't mimic mutant powers. That's it. Or she doesn't do it. Maybe she can do it. We don't know. The point is, she hasn't done it yet. So
that was always a question. Yeah. I always thought, like, can any of these like shape-shifting mutants mimic powers?
Some can, some can't. So she can't.
Like, I think Legion can't Legion do that?
Legion can. He's got,
yeah.
Legion can, but she can't. So she can't mimic superpowers, but she can change and alternate her body if she wants to. And matter of fact, now here's the reason everybody thinks that Azazel is Nightcrawler's father, because to impregnate Destiny, she took the form of Azazel. Why? Because Destiny told her to do it. I want to fuck this guy, but I want you to be that guy to fuck me. If that makes sense. So yeah, I guess. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So yeah, and then they got this whole thing about Mr. Sinister breaking down the basic powers and basically the same thing I just said. And basically, yeah. So she broke up with Azazel, and you can see in the background that same picture we saw earlier. Destiny is in the back cleaning, and she's pregnant with Nightcrawler right now. But Mystique faked her own pregnancy. She's pretending like she's pregnant so people won't pay attention to what Destiny's going on, what Destiny is doing. But Christian Wagner knows that she's been messing around with Azazel, so she knows she's been cheating around. She knows that baby's not hers, and she walks in on it and sees his wife fucking the housekeeper. So he's like, okay, I'm going to kill both of you. And he didn't get a chance to because Mystique stabs the shit out of him. But right before she stabs him, she turns to regular and like, see me. I want you to see exactly what I look like before I finally kill you. And then, yeah, that would kill. So basically how they do it is that Mystique pretends to be her husband so that nobody knows he's dead. She just goes around with them, using the money, spend all this money. Destiny moves in with her, and she still keeps pretending like she's pregnant, even though she's not pregnant. So they both, but Destiny's still carrying Nightcrawler. So Destiny finally gets pregnant. She gets pregnant to a blue demon devil baby. The doctor freaks out. The doctor thinks the reason the baby is blue and deformed and a devil baby is because Destiny had the baby out of wedlock. She's not married. She didn't, the father probably ran off somewhere. And they think Azazel impregnated her. So they thinking we need to kill this baby. And Mystique's like, no, you're not. But Mystique holds the baby for the first time. And Mystique is like, I want my baby to see me as me because I lie for a living. Everybody always sees a fake version of me. I want the baby to see me. So she just turns to her regular form in front of the doctor. So the doctor freaks the fuck out. And they right in front of him.
Perfection.
Yeah, exactly. So the doctor sees this devil baby with a demon woman, blue woman with a blind chick. And he's like, no, And he runs out, tells everybody in the town. The town grabs their pitchforks because they already know weird shit is happening anyway. They already know. They think like some weird sex shit going on in there because Azazel comes and goes as he pleases. Mystique was not the only chick he banged in there. And plus, they know he's a devil dude, so they think it's like Satanism going on there. So this is satanic panic, even back then. That's going on right now. So pitchforks, tiki torches, all the shit like that, they're coming for him. Destiny tells Mystique, get the hell out of here. I've already seen the future. I will be fine. Take the baby and go. She's like, and just come back for me after you get the baby safe. She's like, okay, I'm come back for you. So she runs out of there. They're running out of it, but they're running for the tower, not for Mystique. So, but Mystique sees that the tower is on fire. So she's like, oh shit, I gotta go back for Destiny. I know Destiny told me everything was gonna be okay, but I gotta go back. So she lays the baby down. She's like, okay, I'm gonna put the baby right here. I'm gonna go run save Destiny, and then we'll come back for the baby. So she goes there, kills a bunch of townspeople. Destiny's gone. She's out of there. She comes back for the baby. The baby is gone. And she just like, crying to herself because like she lost a family just like that. So 5 years have passed. Oh, and then something else happened. So, and then she's like, and that's when Nightcrawler's like, no, Mystique, don't worry. Your son is here. And then he takes off the mask. He's like, see, I mean, the whole time she's like, Kirk, I know it was you the whole time with your dumb ass. I know you're in a Spider-Man costume. I know my baby, So she keeps telling the story. So 5 years has passed from the point from what they've seen. And Mystique is finally caught up with Destiny. She's like, give me a good reason why I shouldn't shoot you in the face right now. You told me you were going to be safe and my baby's going to be safe. And both of y'all disappeared from me. And she's like, you can't shoot me right now, Mystique, because I'm taking care of another baby. And the baby she's taking care of is Rogue. Yeah. So, and this is the thing. This is not a retcon. This has already been a thing. Like, Rogue calls Mystique mom and all this shit like that. So she's basically saying, I've been taking care of this kid right here because she just discovered mutant power. She ran from home, and I'm protecting her from like pimps and pushers and shit like that because I've seen her future if I don't save her. So if you kill me right now, that's gonna be her future. So, and plus, didn't you always want a daughter anyway instead of a son? And she's like, oh shit. And then she introduced herself to Rogue, and they're a happy family. So yeah, so they raise Rogue together, into a crazy ass supervillain who almost kills Captain Marvel and whatever. So yeah. And the reason Destiny told Mystique to put a baby in her because she saw the future that Azazel was going to take over the planet or the cosmos or hell or whatever and was going to kill all the mutants. But they was going to give him a baby kind of distract him from that shit. And the baby was eventually going to overthrow his plans. But the baby had to be grown in the most worst, hellish, like possible place it could possibly be. So that's why Nightcrawler was raised, in the worst conditions possible. Everybody hated him. Nobody loved him because they knew that was going to make him stronger as a person. So he was just a pawn. And when Mystique found that out, that's why she abandoned Nightcrawler. She started choking the shit out of her, and that's what it's like. And it was like, we got to go to Professor X. So Professor X was like, so what do you want? I want you to erase our memory because if you don't, I'm going to kill her. So that's what Professor X does. He wipes their memories, but he leaves just enough memory in there to let them know that there was a baby back then. So that's it. And I think that's the story. And you get this warm, home, where Mystique finally admits to Nightcrawler that I'm your daddy. The end. So Yeah, that's the story. So here's the reason why so many X fans are freaking out right now. Because yes, this is a retcon of a retcon of a retcon. But here's the thing. This is the original story that Chris Claremont wanted to tell back in the 80s when he first introduced Mystique. So when he introduced Mystique back in the 80s in Days of Future Past when she was first in there, and Nightcrawler looked at her for the first time, he like, why does this chick look like me? That's what the story he wanted to tell. He did not want Mystique to be his mother. He wanted Mystique to be his father. Even back then, Marvel found out what he was trying to do with that story, and they shut the story down quick. They're like, no, you cannot tell that story. So this story that they just told with this one is basically the original story that Chris Claremont wanted to tell. So it's all come full circle. You know, of course, they had to retcon some stuff with Azazel and Chris Wagg, so they didn't want to throw that stuff out there. So they had
is this like sort of like a trans thing or something that people are up in arms about or whatever?
It's woke. It's agenda. When did the X-Men become woke? Like, really?
Mystique can change into a guy? Right. What the fuck?
like that, y'all gotta find a hill to die on, man.
What the fuck? Like, she's always doing that shit.
She's always been doing that shit. Like, you want to throw around all these LGBT characters. Mystique has always been a trans character from the very moment of her conception back in the 80s. This is not something new. She's been doing it. So everybody's freaking out now because they're saying Marvel is woke and it's the MCU and we have an agenda and quit making all my characters gay when she's always been that.
Yeah, like the X-Men were like another metaphor for the gay community or like
everybody in the X-Men is gay or bisexual. That's just what it is. Y'all need to come to terms with that right now.
Yes, the X-Men have always been an allegory for a minority group.
Yes,
you know,
the X mansion is just a big orgy mansion. That's all it is. So.
Remember when the Hickman first started writing the X-Men shit, and then showed the maps of the rooms and how Wolverine and Jean and Cyclops, they all shared a room or some shit.
Right. Like, hey, it's free. Everybody's freaking come and go as they please. This is how it is.
Yeah. And like people were freaking out about that shit. Like, what the hell?
Wolverine, like, got some beers, had his hands wrapped around Cyclops and Jean Grey. Like, y'all ready to celebrate? You know? So this is nothing new, man. This is new. This is what the X-Men have always been. This is what they always will be, and it's just going to continue to get worse. And so, if anytime y'all say the X-Men are woke, when did they become woke? Y'all have not been paying attention. Y'all are you're telling on yourself. That's what you're doing. You're really not paying attention. You're saying you're comic book fans, but you're not really comic book fans. So that's all I got.
Especially if Wolverine's your favorite character.
Right. That means you don't know shit about the X-Men. That's all. So Eli, I'm happy as an X-Men fan. I'm finally glad that Chris Claremont was finally able to get the story that he originally meant to get out. He didn't write this story, but the story that he always intended finally got to get out. You know, It's funny that they shut him down back then. So you know what that means when they shut him back then? They had right-wing snowflakes even back then. Mm-hmm. This isn't new. It's funny, they upset about everything, but they're the ones that get upset about everything. Like, are they?
What was this? Was this back in the 80s?
This was back in like 1980, like right at the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, so right the start of the Reagan years. So yeah.
Right at the start of Reagan years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story they try to tell. They couldn't tell it, so that it is what it is. So good job, X-Men. I'm glad they kind of 4 out of 5. Reason I'm saying it's 4 out of 5 because I feel like this story had to jump through many hoops because you had the retcon, and it kind of felt a little sloppy when I almost wish they just New 52 this shit and just like, hey, none of that shit happened. This is what it is, you know. But they're trying to like have the cake and eat it too, you know, trying to not piss off people that like those old shitty stories with, you know, Red Devil father with the demon. And this new shit. So they're trying to make everybody happy. And I think they pulled it off as best as they could, but it wasn't perfect, you know. And plus, like I said, I know you don't like the soap opera shit. This is as soap opera as X-Men has been in years.
Well, yeah. Like, that's the thing. I wouldn't know who's who and You know what I mean?
Everybody's
And,
related.
yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking each other. Everybody's related. Cable is
Yeah.
his own grandfather. So yeah, that's what we got here. So yeah, that's all I got. So you got anything else or?
No, I'm booked out. The only other book I read was that Batman '89, the new new one.
What is that? What is that?
It's just a continuation of like another Batman story, but within that '89 universe, the Burton universe.
Okay.
You know, and it's got Harley Quinn in it. Harley Quinn shows up.
Okay.
And
does she look familiar?
I couldn't, you know what? Because like Barbara Gordon's in it, and she looks like Winona Ryder.
Okay. Because they're saying that they did model Harley Quinn after somebody. That's
and I was looking at who I couldn't tell who it was.
Okay.
Even Crane, Jonathan Crane is in it, and I thought, is that supposed to be Jeff Goldblum?
How is he not Johnny Depp? I mean, that's like a layup. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying he is. But I'm just saying, why would they not make him Johnny Depp?
Have Johnny Depp as Scarecrow?
Yeah, come on, you can see that 90s Johnny Depp,
or the Riddler, Johnny Depp as the Riddler.
I can see him as Scarecrow more than I can see him as Riddler. Yeah, I guess he could do either one, but you know.
Yeah, but who do you now? So what's up with Harley? You said.
Oh, so Harley Quinn, they're saying not because I haven't read the story. I'm just saying what I've heard. They're saying they modeled Harley Quinn after Madonna.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was wondering that. It's like she kind of looks like Madonna, but then I thought, is that supposed to be Sharon Stone? It was obviously a blonde chick. So
okay.
I was wondering if it was supposed to be Madonna.
I guess you can go either way.
But
with
you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, because hell, you got the new Harley Quinn played by Lady Gaga. You know?
Yeah.
And Lady Gaga has studied Madonna's handbook as much as she could. So yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Just coming full circle. So I don't know.
It was funny. I was like on YouTube, and then that one Madonna video for the Austin Powers song she did, and I was laughing because she's in that video with Austin Powers, and I was laughing. That's all.
You remember that?
It was funny.
Remember that Like a Prayer video?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that got banned for Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I brought that up. I just saw that the other day. Yeah. Okay. Also, want to say today is the December 4th. It's the anniversary of the day that Black Panther Fred Hampton, that Fred Hampton was assassinated. Not killed,
damn.
Assassinated. Happened today. You know, on December 4th. Also on December 4th, 1969, not only was Fred Hampton assassinated, also is the birthday of Jay-Z. I don't know why. I just know that. Yeah, I don't know why. So the day Fred Hampton died was the day Jay-Z was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
The only reason I know that because Jay-Z put in the song. I arrived on the day Fred Hampton died. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. That you totally bummed us out. So that's something.
Right. It came full circle. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, if you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. I don't know. We're gonna come in next week. Eli, we might need to get started on our top 10 of the year soon.
I know, man. There's like a shit ton of shit I haven't even seen yet. So my top 10 shit list is gonna be shit.
No.
It's gonna be all horror movies that I barely like.
No. I will send you a copy of Sound of Fury. You know what's that shit? That right wing movie with the. I'll see you that.
Oh, with the where the
Jesus.
they
got
the Jesus guy, and he goes and saves a Mexican or something. Mexican kid.
I'll see that. So you can put that on your top 10 somewhere.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah. Like I said, all we need to do is just listen for 30 seconds. 30 seconds will boost us up. That's all we need, you know. And share it around and, you know, do all the good stuff and like that. Definitely check out this Geeks and Comics. I don't know.
Did they do a show tonight? I've been so out of it. I didn't even I haven't listened to them in a while. Did they do a show tonight?
I don't know. I've been at work, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd like to hear their thoughts on this whole Nightcrawler thing.
Oh yeah, on the Nightcrawler thing, yeah, because I'm thinking we're going to be on the same thought process of the Nightcrawler thing. I kind of want to know what they think about Godzilla. If any of them seen it.
If any of them seen it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let me see if they did a show tonight. I'm gonna just check it out. So definitely check out this Geek Comic if they did do a show. Because like I said, they go in the comics the same kind we do, but they do it differently than we do, and they go a little bit hardcore than we do. You know.
Yeah, shout out to Gomer.
Yeah, shout out Gomer because y'all disappear whenever we start talking about shit.
And his backup dancers.
Gomer and the Gomerettes. They get pissed off when we say this shit.
AKA David,
Yeah.
Andy, that new kid, Andy. Taylor.
And Taylor, yeah. And
I'm
AKA
trying like I almost said Boogie. That's old school.
That's so cool. He's not there anymore. I don't think they did a show. I don't think they did a show tonight. So yeah.
Well, damn. Well, shit.
Oh damn. Because I do listen to them on Monday when I'm just out there doing stuff. So yeah, that's one of my podcasts. That's one of the podcasts I keep in rotation. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We talk to you guys next week. Same bully time, same bully channel.
Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. Weezer's in the back, sipping yak, y'all, what's up? Girls, rub on your titties. Yeah, I said it, rub on your titties. New York City gritty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. Y'all know the name. Pharaoh fucking March ain't a damn thing changed. You all up in your range of shit, inebriated. Straight from your original plan, you deviated. I alleviated the pain with long-term goals. Slip my underground loop without the gold. You sold platinum around the world, I sold wood in the hood. But when I'm in the street and shit, it's all good. Assume the motivated boom, control the game like Tomb Raider, rock clock, dollars flip, tips like a way to block shots. Styles greater, let my lyrics annoy. If you holding up the wall and you're missing the point. Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Put your hands to the sky. Brooklyn in the back shooting crash now, what's up? Girlies, rub on your titties. The fuck it, I said, rub on your titties. New York City gritty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. Yo, where you at? Uptown, let me see 'em. Notorious for the 6'5s and the BMs. Heads give you beef, you put 'em in the mausoleum. And shit don't start rumping till after 12 p.m. Ignorant minds are free 'em. If you tired of the same old every day, you will agree 'em. The most obligated, hard and R-rated. Slated to be the best, I must confess the star made it. Somebody even say the song is sexist, cause I ask the girls to rub on the breasts. Whether you're riding a train or a Lexus, this is for either or rollies or Timex. This is wicked like Exorcist, this is the joint. You holding up the wall and you're missing the point. Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. The brothers in the back shooting trash now, what's up? Girls, rub on your titties. I said, rub on your titties. New York City gritty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. New Jerusalem, get the fuck up. Shaolin, get the fuck up. Long Isle, get the fuck up. Worldwide, get the fuck up.